Welcome back to the solutions manual. In this video, we will solve the problem 2-61 from RC Hibbeler Engineering Statics 12th edition. According to this problem, we have to express each force acting on the pipe assembly in Cartesian vector form. So if we consider the F1 force, so I have two components, one along the x-axis and one along the z-axis. If I consider this angle right here as theta, so we have to find the angle theta first. For that, we can consider this 3, 4, 5 triangle. This is 3, this is 5, and this is 4. And this right here is also that angle theta because of these similar triangles. So tan theta is equals to 3 upon 4. And from here theta becomes 36.87 degrees. So F1 force in terms of Cartesian vector form becomes (600) cos theta, and which means cos 36.87 I plus, since it has no component along the y-axis, so it would be 0j, plus 600 sine 36.87 degrees k. When we simplify it, it becomes 480i plus 0j plus 360k. This is our first answer. Now we have to do the working for the F2 force. Now, for the F2 force, we have been given the coordinate direction angles. This is the angle alpha. This is the angle gamma. And we have another angle that is between the tail of the F2 force and the y-axis. Basically this angle. And this would be beta. So the F2 force in terms of Cartesian vector form becomes 400 cos alpha, and alpha is 60 degrees, plus 400 cos beta, plus 400 cos gamma, and gamma is 120 degrees. Let's call this equation A. Now we have to find the angle beta. So for beta, we are going to consider this identity of cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma equals to 1. So from this identity, we know the alpha and gammas. So from this identity, cos square beta is going to be 1 minus cos square alpha, and alpha is 60 degrees, minus cos square gamma, and gamma is 120 degrees. So when you solve it and simplify it, cos square beta becomes 1 upon 2. And when you take the square root on both sides, it comes out to be, cos beta comes out to be plus minus root 2 upon 2. So now we have two angles associated with the positive cos beta and one with the negative cos beta. So if I consider the positive cos beta, if cos beta is positive root 2 upon 2, then from here beta would be 45 degrees. And if I consider cos beta as negative root 2 upon 2, then from here beta comes out to be 135 degrees. So we have to select only one angle. So which one to select? One is the 45-degree angle and other is the 135-degree angle. So to select it, we must look at the figure. If I consider this figure, if I zoom in, you can see that the F2 force is directed towards the positive y-axis. So what it means? It means that the y component of the F2 force has to be positive. So let me write it here. Beta should be selected in such a way that F2 cos beta, that is the y component of the F2 force, has to be positive. So we can try both of these angles one by one. So if I consider the 45-degree angle, then F2 cos 45 is equals to, F2 is basically 400 cos 45, and it would give me a positive answer, that is 282.84. And if I select the 135-degree angle, then it would be 400 cos 135, and that would give me a negative answer. Since our consideration is that the F2 cos beta, the y component of the F2 force, has to be positive, so beta has to be the 45-degree angle. So this is our value for beta, and we can put it in the equation A. So if I consider my equation A, so let me write it here. Put beta equals to 45 degrees in equation A. In this equation becomes, I'm going to put the beta here. So this equation becomes F2 equals to 400 cos 60 becomes 200i plus, and now beta is 45 degrees. So 400 into cos 45 becomes 282.84j, and 400 cos 120 becomes negative 200k. So this is my second answer. I hope you will find this video helpful. If you do, please make sure to subscribe to this channel and also turn on the bell icon for the daily updates. And if you have any questions or any doubts, you can reach out on the comment section and I will answer it as soon as possible. Thank you.